Hey man, how you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
How's the day going?
Good man. I ordered this pizza with by programming.
Okay. Oh, so you ordered it by programming?
Yeah. Are you familiar with Node?
Sorry?
Are you familiar with NodeJS?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a public API on Node Package Manager called dominos.
Oh, okay.
Hello everyone, I hope you're doing fantastic. Today I worked on a program that basically allows me to order Domino's pizza automatically. To do this I use a language called Node. Node is basically an extension on JavaScript and lets you run scripts outside of a browser and allows you to run server-side code and lets you run command line tools. In Node, there's this cool package manager that lets you download modules that people have made that are open source. And so I decided to download the Domino's module, and now my goal is to explain how I use the module to order pizza. To get started, you're gonna want to download Node. Node lets you execute JavaScript code outside of a browser and lets you write server-side scripts and command line tools. It's a very fast programming language and runs asynchronously, so works well outside of this project. To get started, just click this link and then it's going to download all the Node stuff you're going to need. After that, you're going to want to go to npm.js.com. What npm is, it stands for Node Package Manager and lets you download other people's code. Practically, people upload open source information and lets you use it for yourself in the form of a module. So this module is called Dominos/Canada, and to get it into your Node modules folder within your computer, you're gonna want to run this for your project, or if you want to keep this module forever, just run this instead. Also, I wanted to tell you, if you're within Canada, you're gonna want to copy this and replace it with the default urls.json. So I already did that. As you can see, I'm in my modules folder right here. Within Node modules, I went to Domino's, and then after Domino's, you go to sources, urls.json. Here, I just copied and pasted it to the Canadian version. As you can see, this is the Domino's module we just downloaded. It consists of a bunch of classes. I use this code to get Domino's delivered to my house. My goal is to explain this code to people who don't have a programming background. To get started, you have to create a JavaScript file. You can do this by creating a file and adding .js to the end of it. To run a JavaScript file using the Node properties, you have to write Node and the name of the file. For example, to run this code, I need to write Node and then pepperoni, since the name of my file is pepperoni.js. The first two lines here is telling Node that we are going to import these directories. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to access the files within the Domino's module. Now the variable pizza API in our first line is equal to our Domino's module. To access the classes within this module, we have to use the dot property like I did here. Now we need to make an instance of the class store. To make an instance of this class, we need to use the keyword new. An instance of a class is called an object in computer science. To initialize this object, we have to fill out the class constructor with its parameters like this. And if you're wondering what a class is, it is basically a code template that represents something. In this module, we have classes that represent order, address, stores, and a few more. These classes work together to create an order and create the request to the Domino server. This is why we had to change the urls.json file in the beginning, because we needed to interact with the correct endpoint, aka .ca versus .com. So basically, I'm making instances of this class with my personal information to get pizza delivered to my house. To access properties within this class, or object actually, I use the dot property again. In this example, this class, my store, is calling the method getFriendlyNames. GetFriendlyNames is an asynchronous method, which basically means we don't know when the information will arrive. This is because this method is communicating with the Domino server, and we don't know how long it will take the server to reply back. The server can be next door or in another province, which is why the return time is random. This is why we need to create a callback method. A callback method tells the asynchronous method to run it after the information has arrived. Now that we have a basic understanding of Node, classes, and asynchronous methods, what we have to do is create new objects with the information needed to our local needs, like I did with the rest of this file. I welcome you to try ordering pizza via programming by yourself.
So now that I showed you how I ordered pizza using programming, I'm gonna put this code on GitHub so you could use it yourself and play around with it. I think if you play around with it, you'll really grow an interest towards programming. If you do end up doing this, post it on Instagram, tag me in it or something. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you liked it a lot. If you want to see similar content, subscribe. And if you want to see a video similar to this, just put it on the comment section below. I look at every single comment. I'll try my best to make you guys happy. And thanks for watching. Take care.